thunderstorms rolled across northeast Ohio, including what appears to be a funnel cloud. There are thousands of people without power tonight and lots of cleaning up to do. We have live team coverage of the storm, starting with Chief Meteorologist Mark Johnson, who has been tracking the storm all night.
All right, quite a busy evening for a lot of us, especially southern Cuyahoga County, portions of Lorain, Portage, and Trumbull counties, where numerous photos and videos of funnel clouds have come into the News Channel 5 Forecast Center. Let's take a look now at our Power 5 Live Doppler network. The severe weather threat is gone. Still some leftover rain, maybe some thunder, and it's blustery out there in some spots. But earlier this evening, let's take you back. Let me put a timestamp up on this right here. This is 6:08 p.m. Here is our supercell thunderstorm really getting fired up now, as you can see. And we're going to put the map into motion and show you this storm as it begins to spin right here. We begin to see a little hook echo forming right near Carlisle Township, and that hook begins to develop even further as it moves into Strongsville and Columbia Station. North Ridgeville slides into northern Summit County. There we go. Nice little couplet moving out of Aurora as it heads toward Freedom Township. Right there is where we really get our strongest signature on this severe cell. Its strongest hook echo, and then that rotates into Newton Falls and Warren, producing funnel clouds. No reports of any significant damage as of yet, but reports take a while to come in sometimes. Once again, it was a major supercell. It was basically a couple of storms, but it garnered a lot of attention throughout the evening hours here, especially because of the funnel clouds. And Jason has got more on that coming up in a minute. Danita?
Well, North Olmsted was one of the hardest hit areas, with trees and power lines down, power outages, and flooded streets. News Channel 5's Deborah Lee joins us live tonight with the damage. Deb?
We're back downtown now, and as you can see here, at least for now, it has stopped raining. But as you said, North Olmsted did get hit really hard earlier this evening. And the reason we're not doing this live shot there is because lightning is so bad out there, and it's very dangerous for our live trucks. Some of the folks out in North Olmsted told me that this was the worst storm they've seen in quite a while. Imagine driving down this street just as these huge tree branches were starting to snap. It happened tonight on McKenzie Avenue in North Olmsted, in front of Lee Cook's house.
I saw he was in the van, and I said, do not get out of that thing, because the wires could be energized, because it was still arcing on the top of the pole here. And I said, just stay in the van, do not get out. And he says, don't worry about it, I won't.
The man and two kids inside the van had been rescued safely when we arrived. And they aren't the only ones who can tell you didn't want to be out in this storm with its high winds in tow and hail falling so hard it sounded like popcorn popping against the pavement. Streets that were dry one minute were like rivers the next. This Lorain County woman traveling with her baby didn't make it through.
I was probably doing about 25. I didn't hit the brake at all. I kept going nice and smooth, and it was just too much water for how low my car was.
Just came out of nowhere.
Yep. Everything looked dry and fine, and then there was a puddle out of nowhere.
Her cell phone was as dead as her car. Fortunately, a good Samaritan was passing by.
I saw a young woman standing at the side of the road with a panic-stricken look on her face, so I stopped and asked her if she needed help, and she did.
The storm wasn't a long one, but a treacherous one. Similar images are reported throughout the western suburbs.
Lived here 27 years, and I've never seen anything like this.
And, of course, it's starting to drizzle again here in downtown Cleveland. That's been happening all night where we were. It would stop, and you think it was over, and then you look, and here comes the rain again. Now, if there's anything good that can be said, though, about stories like this, it's Good Samaritans like Sheila who always seem to turn up just in the nick of time. Live downtown, Deborah Lee, News Channel 5.
All right, thank you, Deb. We want to thank all the viewers who sent us photos, and meteorologist Jason Nicholas joins us now with a look at some of them.
Danita, we had a hard time picking just a half a dozen here, but let's get through them. First of all, the storm began a little after 6:30, 6:45 out in Lorain County. This is out of Carlisle Township. Amy Higgins here, and you can clearly see the cloud deck lowering just a bit, and the possibility there of a funnel cloud near the ground. That's actually near a fire station in Carlisle Township. We move the storm towards Cuyahoga County. This picture was viewed more than 4,000 or 5,000 times as it became viral from our website, also our Facebook accounts. Kylie Ann Gaffney, she sent this picture in from North Royalton. I think North Royalton really the bullseye of all the pictures that we received tonight because of the storm rolling through and the amount of people that live in that area. Marquise along Interstate 77 North near Independence. Again, you can see the lowering of the cloud and a lot of rotation here at the cloud base. You can certainly see it here in Freedom Township. This was around 8 o'clock in Portage County, courtesy of Alec. And then Angela Cole from Ravenna also showing this again, funnel cloud from the base of this supercell thunderstorm. We had the radar showing it, and it's great to get ground confirmation. Newton Falls, Teddy Rogers, take a look at that. Again, very close to the ground, a probable tornado. And then this wall cloud, incredible looking shot, Jeremy Fennels from Ashtabula. Many more, Newsnet5.com. Thanks to everyone for sending in those photos. Danita.
Thank you, Jason. Well, the wind took down trees on the campus of Baldwin Wallace College. News Channel 5's John Costa continues our team coverage tonight from Berea.
And Danita, the damage on the campus of Baldwin Wallace College was immediately evident as we pulled up. Check out this pine tree. It snapped about 6 feet up, luckily falling onto an area where there really wasn't anything for it to hurt. But then you walk along the back sidewalk here along Ritter Library and you see some of the down branches that fell, this one from this maple tree. But it's when you get just past this that you happen to notice this. This is a stately old maple tree that literally came up from its root ball. If you look around the backside here, you can see it came up, roots and all, landing on this side on Ritter Library itself, doing some damage to the 3rd floor. And it's a scene that we're being repeated all over Northeast Ohio, especially this section off of Bagley Road, Berea, Middleburg Heights. We have some pictures that were taken a little bit earlier when we had another stately old tree that literally fell onto I-71 South at Bagley Road, blocking all but one of the lanes of southbound traffic. Traffic backed up for the better part of the evening to Snow Road. Crews have been out there all night trying to begin the process of removing that tree to get traffic flowing again in that area. We expect crews to be back here on Baldwin Wallace College sometime tomorrow morning to begin the process of removing this big old maple tree and assess the damage to the roof here at Ritter Library on the campus off of Bagley Road. But again, a lot of cleanup, a lot of debris, a lot of local ponding and flooding we're seeing on some of the side streets in this area. So you kind of get a good idea for just where the path of the storm went through with intensity a little bit earlier this evening. Reporting in Berea, John Cossack, News Channel 5.